What if I told you that decorating for fall didn't have to be so complicated? That you can get all of those warm, cozy feelings without all of the stuff, without all of the stress, and without spending a lot of money. There are some really easy, attainable ways to make your space beautiful this fall, and today I want to share with you just how. We are going to be focusing on my kitchen today, and before I ever redecorate my kitchen for the new season, I always like to take just a little bit of time to clean and declutter. I like to take everything off the countertops, everything off of the shelves, wipe everything down, give any decorative items a good dusting and cleaning, and typically I like to use something that has a scent attached to that season. So for me, on my countertops and surfaces today, I'm going to be using my all-purpose Thieves cleaner. I love using Thieves. It smells so good, and for some reason, it always reminds me of fall. Not only is clearing off the countertops a great way to clean the space and get it feeling fresh, but if you ever feel stuck with your decor, or maybe you're stumped as you're decorating for the new season, I encourage you, take everything off those counters and get a fresh perspective. It's amazing how when you reevaluate and look at a space for what it truly is, you can put back items that you love. You can maybe get a fresh perspective and try something new, something you haven't done before, and figure out what you love. I've always said on this channel that my style is minimal in nature, but I still like things to feel thoughtful and put together. And so clearing off the countertops helps me to minimize clutter, but have those pieces that are functional and pieces that I love and use every single day. Another way I love to bring fall into my home is through scent. And one of my favorite ways to do this is baking my favorite fall snacks and treats, whether that's pumpkin bread, banana bread. On this particular morning, I made some homemade granola. This is perfect for a fall breakfast or a snack. I add pumpkin pie spice, so it smells heavenly toasting in the oven. It just fills the entire kitchen with a warm, yummy scent. And of course, you can't have fall scents without candles or diffusers. Those are my go-to all season long. On this particular day, because I had cleaned, I wanted everything to still feel fresh. So I'm doing a pumpkin spice oil blend using cinnamon, essential oil, nutmeg, clove, and then just a touch of Thieves. And this gives a really spicy, warm, but still really clean scent that I love. It's funny how something as simple as a scent can bring back so many happy memories from my childhood, and it's amazing how you carry those throughout your entire life. And when I think back on my childhood, I don't remember how put together my house was. I don't remember the decorations, but I remember the scents, and those scents always take me back to a feeling of home. So I want to encourage you, even if you don't have all the decorations you want, or your house isn't looking the way you want, something as simple as baking the same bread every year or burning the same candle will create happy memories for years to come. One of my favorite ways to decorate for the season is simply by adding locally grown pumpkins. I have come to love the use of real pumpkins in my home for the season. It's a great way to bring the outdoors in and get a really authentic feel for the season. You can find these little baby boo pumpkins usually at your grocery store or a nursery or a pumpkin patch, and they're usually only $1 or $2 a piece, so very affordable, and they last all season long. Printing downloadable art from online and adding it to a thrifted frame is one of my favorite ways to bring the season into a space. It's easy to change out. I love this picture. It's so beautiful. I love the colors in it. I will link it down below. As the leaves begin to change, I definitely recommend going out to your yard and cutting clippings, branches from a tree or a bush. If you have flowers you can cut and dry, like my hydrangeas. Maybe you know a friend or a relative that has a beautiful garden that would let you have a few. You can even try to find some on Etsy. I've seen them there before. Definitely check that out if you're in the market for a few. They just add so much life and color to any space. As I add my granola to the canisters over here on this side of the countertops, I want to remind you to keep all of the baking items that you need on hand. Stockpile if you have to, your flours and sugars. That way, when you do want to bake a fall recipe, you always have everything on hand. And I always like to pick up some extra apples to my grocery order. That way I can have them displayed here on the countertop, and they add such a pretty pop of color and a reminder of fall. Even though they're not farm-picked apples, they sort of give that illusion, and I just love that fresh, crisp feeling. And here's a little look at my kitchen, all decorated for fall. It just goes to show you that you don't need all this stuff. Just adding some simple touches really does bring that feel and that cozy element to your space. I hope that it was an encouragement to you and that you enjoyed it and that it gave you some ideas to decorate your own home. If you happen to be new here today, I just want to say I'm so glad that you stopped by. I hope you subscribe before you leave today, and I will see all of you really soon in my next one. Bye.